This video is seriously horrifying. It was recorded on the 2nd of January 2026 on a mountain pass in Vietnam. And this truck loses its brakes and just takes off like the driver can't control it at all.
Ôi giời. Đi con mẹ mày. Ui phát. Wow. Đi con mẹ mày phát đấy đúng, nếu mà không mày không đạp nhanh đứt với nó luôn. Trước đi mẹ. Đi con mẹ mày sợ thật luôn. Kệ nó đi. Vậy luôn mình đi con mẹ. Bắt tay.
At this point, the truck swerves tight along the guardrail on the downhill side to avoid another truck going the same direction, but then a motorbike comes straight at it in the opposite lane. Luckily, the motorbike turns out of the way in time. Then the truck swings back toward its lane to avoid going off the cliff, but it hits a same direction truck and shoves it down into a ditch, slamming it into the uphill slope. And it still doesn't stop. It keeps charging forward, and luckily it manages to miss 3 small 4-seat cars coming the other way, before it smashes hard into the downhill side guardrail, shoots across into the opposite lane, hits the rock wall, and flips onto its side. And the person who posted the clip said they were lucky they were going fast, otherwise they would have been a victim of that crazy truck. If you didn't know ahead of time, you'd think this is just a shop camera catching a normal day. August 2024. Inside a juice shop in Vietnam, everything looks calm. But it feels like something's about to happen. A woman is walking through a really narrow gap between a pillar and a sugarcane juicer that's running. As she passes the machine, part of her jacket gets caught in the spinning parts. Her clothing gets stuck, and the motion of the juicer pulls her arm toward the machine. Someone nearby notices what's happening and quickly cuts the power, letting the machine stop. The woman is reported to have been injured in the incident, but she avoided more serious consequences because of that quick reaction. This video's been blowing up on social media. People are saying it happened on the 28th of January 2026 in Vietnam. I just watched it, and it's seriously horrifying. The dashcam car has a clear view up ahead. Right in front of them, there's an electric scooter moving with traffic. Everything looks normal, then a Suzuki Swift next to them starts switching lanes. Pretty fast. And the second it comes over, it hits the scooter. The whole thing's on camera, and I just freeze watching it. It happens in one heartbeat, and everything goes bad. And you can hear someone in the dashcam car say, "Oh my god, he's dead!" And yeah, after that, I can't stop wondering what was the Swift driver even thinking, switching lanes like that. Around late November 2025, a video out of Ecuador spread crazy fast online. In the clip, a female cashier comes face to face with a robber, and the way she reacts catches everyone off guard. When she sees him reaching in to grab money from the counter, she doesn't back up. She actually grabs onto the cash register and holds it tight. Then she moves fast, she starts throwing punches, and there's one kick that lands right to his head area and stuns him. With that kind of strong, unexpected pushback, he ends up taking off and running out of there without getting anything. After that, people online were hyping her up like crazy. A lot of folks even called her a legend because her reaction speed was unreal. I watched this and I'm still like, wait, how did it end up like this? It starts as a really minor traffic bump, nothing that looks serious. But in one moment, everything changes. Around midday on the 30th, a white Ford Ranger lightly bumps into a silver Toyota Innova. It should have just been a small fender bender, but right after that, the man from the Ford starts repeatedly hitting the other man in the head and kicking him. Watching that part is honestly shocking. The victim gets beaten to the point that he loses consciousness. After that, he's taken to the hospital and suffers a brain hemorrhage. After seeing it, I still can't understand how something that started as a small crash turned into something this horrifying. What you're about to see isn't a skydiving mistake. It's the kind of snag that can kill you in a split second. This happened on the 20th of September 2025, near Tully Airport. The moment the skydiver was getting ready to leave the plane at around 4,600 meters, the reserve chute handle on his back suddenly caught on the wing flap. The reserve popped right away and yanked him backward. Then the lines wrapped tight around the tail of the plane and he was just hanging there in mid-air. And in that situation, he stayed pretty tough. He kept calm, pulled out his hook knife, and cut through 11 reserve lines that were stuck. Once he got free of the plane, he dropped in freefall for a bit, then opened his main canopy and landed safely. As for the plane, the tail was damaged pretty badly. The pilot had to send out a distress call, but in the end, he still managed to land the plane safely. Just a few seconds slower, and who knows how far this could have gone. Just watching how they move, you can tell they've done this before. Two guys walk up to a big container of flammable chemicals to handle it. But the vibe in this clip, it feels tense in a really weird way. While they're working, a few workers start stirring the stuff inside the container by hand. And not long after they do that, something unexpected happens inside. Then it just goes boom! A sudden explosion and flames shoot up. From the info that came with the clip, people involved were injured, and the area was sealed off to prevent any further risk. The person who posted it also said with flammable chemicals, you have to follow approved procedures because they can react. Before you stir or mix anything, you need to check compatibility, ventilation requirements, and the whole fire and explosion risk stuff. Watching it back is just straight up shocking. This clip went viral back in March 2021 at some kind of vehicle repair spot. At first it looks totally normal, but in one moment everything flips. While they're welding, a fuel tank catches fire. The flames pop up fast and spread out, taking over the work area around it. At first, people start throwing water on it, but it doesn't really do anything. The fire keeps spreading, stuff nearby gets hit, and even a car close to it gets caught up in the flames. Then you see the staff step in with a more appropriate way to fight it. In the end, they get it out and they stop it in time so there isn't more property damage or more injuries. And from the info that came with the clip, it happened because of an unsafe welding process on a container that had previously held flammable liquid. Once it's out, you can finally breathe again. The scary part is, there's basically no warning at all. On the 22nd of February 2023, at an open pit coal mine in China, everything looks like it's running fine. But when you watch this clip, the whole vibe just feels heavy. And then right in that moment, a massive section of the mine slope collapses. Dirt, rock, and debris spread out over a huge area and bury what's underneath. Workers and even heavy machinery end up trapped in it. Right after that, rescue teams are sent to the scene to search for anyone affected. And according to the official information, the cause of this disaster was illegal mining while the site was supposed to be under rehabilitation. In the days that followed, authorities confirmed a total of 53 people died and 6 were injured. At first, more than 50 people were reported missing, but by June 2023, officials confirmed that everyone who had been missing had died after the search operation ended. Watching it back, it just leaves you shocked, and it feels heavy.